Thanks, Napoleon. That was great. We're going to shift now to Power BI. This is Nathan speaking. And Power BI has had some exciting updates this last quarter. So without further ado, let's jump right in. I'm going to go through a bulleted list, and then we'll go into detail of a few different options. Error bars are now generally available. You can have a filled map for your Azure Maps visualizations. Composite models on Power BI datasets and analysis services are in preview, which is super exciting. Composite models are awesome. Metric visuals are also getting some updates. There's a new DAX function called Net Workdays. More on that in a bit. There's now support for multi-role RLS. That stands for row level security in composite models. There's also a new connector for data marts that is in preview. We'll talk more about that in the Power BI service section. The Dataverse connector now supports display name for fields, which is so nice. Thank you, thank you. Updates have been made to information protection as well if you want to label your data sets and data flows with sensitivity labels. Table navigation has some improvements as well. Field parameters, which we'll go into later, are very exciting for increasing the usability of Power BI reports for your users. You can select multiple data points with your mouse. That's now generally available. Charticulator is now generally available as well. And Canvas Zoom is now generally available, which is super exciting. And with that, let's go into more detail on Net Workdays. So you'll see up on the screen here, this is the Net Workdays function. I've got a holidays table here. These are just random dates just for an example. But those dates you can use to specify, these are my holidays for my company. Maybe your company has different holidays than the national calendar, or maybe you're a global company and you want certain holidays that are celebrated in other countries show up and not count as work days inside of your metrics. Maybe you're calculating overtime or other metrics for performance for your employees. Net work days makes it really easy to count the number of work days in a certain period of time. Let's go next to field parameters. So on field parameters, this allows you to add fields to a slicer, and then that you can then add to a visualization. Once you select the fields you want, I'm selecting category and segment, you can add them to a slicer here. It creates this DAX code in the background with a connection to your model. So now on this matrix, or this table, excuse me, when I select specific fields, it adjusts the table only to the fields that I have selected. And I'm sure some of you have tables that have a lot of columns on them, and this could help make it so your tables aren't so big, and so users can control the table or the columns in the tables that they see inside of their Power BI reports, which is amazing. So again, network days, field parameters, amazing new features inside of the Power BI desktop. Let's move on to the Power BI service. So in the Power BI service, we've got a few different updates. Data marts, which are super exciting. We're going to dive into those in just a minute. Introducing the data hub. So this is an upgrade of the data set hub that now includes data marts. And the data hub that now is a great place to go and view all of the data sets that are in your Power BI service and see details about them like table names and field names. And so now that will have data marts included. We've got Power BI data storytelling, Power BI metrics updates. They used to be called the goals section. It's been updated to metrics now. There's a deprecation, this is important, of a feature dashboard as your default landing page, and also a deprecation of the dashboard performance inspector. So just be aware of those. If you have those being currently used, they are going to be deprecated. Power BI storytelling is super exciting because it allows you to embed a Power BI report inside of a PowerPoint presentation. You can see here on the screen, I've got in a little red box that you can export to PowerPoint, embed live data, and also on the little GIF here, you can see that as I can click and interact with my report inside of PowerPoint, which will make your PowerPoint presentations just be next level. when it comes to presenting your data in a live format. Super, super exciting for those of you that will be using Power BI data to present maybe in weekly, monthly, quarterly updates. Again, that's Power BI storytelling. And now, probably the most exciting announcement for Power BI service is data marts. So no more are Mac users blocked from report development. No more are you shut out. Data marts are a self-service analytics solution that enables users to store and explore data that is loaded in a fully managed database on the cloud. You can build measures on the cloud, which is awesome. You can develop a complete report on the cloud with data marts. Now, it is a premium only feature. So let's go over a few of the great things and some of the gotchas maybe. So here are the benefits that data marts offer. Self-service users can easily perform relational database analytics without the need for a database administrator, essentially having your own little SQL database built inside of Power BI. Data marts also provide end-to-end data ingestion, preparation, and exploration with SQL, including no-code experiences. So if you know SQL, data marts allow you to leverage all of your SQL knowledge. And if you don't know SQL, you still have a no-code experience. Data marts also enable building semantic models in reports with one holistic experience. Some of the other features are it's 100% web-based, no other software required, a no-code experience resulting in a fully managed data mart, automated performance tuning, built-in visual and SQL query editor for ad hoc analysis. Again, those of you that really like SQL, you can just run SQL queries against your data model in a data mart. Support for SQL and other popular client tools, native integration with Power BI, Microsoft Office, and other Microsoft Analytics offerings. Now, it is included with Power BI premium capacities and premium per user. This is the only gotcha, so you must have premium in order to use data marts. And that's it for Power BI. Power BI Desktop, we had network days, field parameters as the most exciting updates. For Power BI service, we had storytelling with live data in PowerPoint and data marts for premium. Thanks for joining this Power BI piece.